Hi, I'm Ted.
And I'm his wife, Janet.
And this is our adventure at Jetty Park, Cape Canaveral.
Right.
Jetty Park is located right across the canal from Cape Canaveral. So you can see SpaceX launches from there, but you also get to see Disney cruise ships come through and Navy vessels and casino boats go through. Really nice place to see these kind of things.
Yes, that's so true. You're going to tell them a little bit about our camper?
Well, the first time we went to Jetty Park was about a month before this video, and we didn't have any kind of rain protection at all, and it rained about 2.5 inches. We got flooded and soaked, and we grabbed a tarp and attached it to the trailer, but it was a disaster for us. So this time coming in, I wasn't messing around. I built a tarp covering with tent poles and ropes all tying it together, and also some side panels to keep the rain out, and mosquito netting to keep all the mosquitoes. And speaking of mosquitoes, you may see this thing in some of our videos. It's an electric fly swatter tennis racket. Really good for getting rid of mosquitoes. And yeah, there you go. And lots of fun. Oh, lots of fun. It's very entertaining. But so in this video, we'll talk about the side panels that I put on there and the problems that we had. But inside the tarp, it was big enough to have our camp set up and our cooking set up and a rug on the bottom, waterproof rug, and
Yeah, you know what I really liked there too was when we went for a bike ride. That was awesome.
So around Jetty Park, there's this kind of twisty-turny paved bike path that goes through the woods, and it's a lot of fun. It goes up and down and left and right. Watch out, if you do it, watch out for pedestrians.
Yes.
Janet has a little bell on her bike, and she was always going bring bring.
Well, I had to do that because they'd come around the corner and I didn't know if I was going to hit them or not. It's not a good thing to hit people while you're riding your bike. It's not good to fall. It's not good to make somebody else fall. Found that out on other adventures. So where were we going on that one day when we went for the bike ride? Remember that one?
Well, on this trip I forgot our Berkey water filter, which we use to give ourselves fresh water. So we had to take our bikes and ride to the
Circle K.
Circle K.
Mm-hmm.
I just installed a bike rack on the back of my bike to carry stuff. I'd never used it before. So we bought like 24 bottles, one of those packs of regular bottles, and I tried attaching it to the bike, and as we were riding back, it was just sloshing left and right, and I think 2 or 3 times it took me down as it fell off. And that was an adventure in learning.
Yeah.
But along the way, there were these peacocks.
Oh, they were beautiful, Ted. They were really beautiful.
We started seeing them on the right-hand side of the road, all around this person's bottom floor apartment, and then across in someone's house, and the peacocks are walking across the road, and people are slowing down for them. It was really interesting, and the peacocks, well, we talked to the woman whose apartment it was, and she said that those peacocks are there all the time. It's just kind of like their home, and that was really fun to watch.
Right. That's true. How about the day that, what was that big thing that came back on the barge? What was that now? What was it called?
Well, we made some friends while we were at Jetty Park, and one of the guys was really into SpaceX, and he said a SpaceX rocket had just launched, taking astronauts to the International Space Station, and the booster rocket had landed on the Of Course I Still Love You landing barge way out in the ocean, 300-400 miles, and it had to sail back, and he said, in 50 hours, it's going to be here. Just watch, it's going to be here. So we sat around for a couple of days, and then on the horizon out in the water, you see this tiny little thing coming in, and we watched it for a couple hours and came closer and closer, and before you knew it, sailed right past us down the canal, maybe 150 feet away, and the rocket was great. Burn marks and the SpaceX logo, and it looked like it had really gone into space. That was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, it sure was. And we did get some rain while we were there, so we got to use those tops that you put up. But you remember what we did? We put on our rain gear. We bought these big boots that come up to your knees and everything. So
because we weren't going to stand around in 2 inches of water again.
That's right. So I said, let's go for a walk. So we went around. There were these little children out there. They were jumping in a big puddle. I said to them, is that fun? And they're like, yes. I'm like, oh, okay. So if you know me, I like to have fun. So I started jumping in the puddle too. And then later on, we went by the little spot there. And what did the parents say?
They call us, oh, there's the puddle jumpers.
So we are the puddle jumpers, just in case you ever hear that.
Yeah, that's our nickname. We're thinking about making T-shirts, but we'll get to that.
That is not me. But anyways, then we saw this little tiny little animal. It was so cute. Well, was that was it a possum?
It could have been a possum.
It could have been a possum. But it acted like it was all mean, right? It was this tiny little thing. And he was like, standing up on his legs. I guess he got, from all that rain, went into his hole and he popped up. So that was kind of exciting. I think we got a picture of that.
So in this canal, the Disney ship, the Disney cruise lines would sail in and out. And what they would do to avoid paying the high costs of docking at the dock, they'd sail out into the ocean and stay out there, train the crew or whatever they were doing. They could be out there for 3 or 4 days, and we at any given point in time we could see 2 of these cruise liners out in the ocean. And then they'd sail back occasionally and refuel and come back out. And this one day, it was great. Just a skeleton crew on the ship, and they're all waving to us, and we're all waving back. They're only a couple hundred feet away, and they started blasting the Disney themes on their big blowhorns.
Anybody else? Oh, there's a few people down the park.
Really great, fun to watch, and the crew seemed to be having a great time.
Right. That was fun watching that. What I really enjoyed, Ted, was getting up early in the morning and going down and watching the sun come up over the ocean. You haven't done that, you got to do it. It's really great.
Sometimes we grab our bikes and go up to the edge of the water, because usually it was low tide early in the morning, so you've got this nice kind of semi-wet packed sand, good for bike riding and watching the sun come up. We really enjoyed that. Got some great pictures of us on the rocks. Really really nice experience. Worth it.
And then how about that time we saw the moon come up?
Yeah, we had a full moon while we were there, and just you got to take pictures of it. It was just so cool. Giant moon coming up over and silhouetted by the palm trees. Those great sunrises, great sunsets, and really cool moon rises.
And everybody there seems to be extra friendly, all the camping people.
Yeah, that's one thing that was, it was more friendly than any other place we've been to. People just come up and start talking to you. You know, like the guy who was telling me about the SpaceX coming in. We ran into a guy and his wife had the 3 or 4 kids. I couldn't tell at any given time, but they were just traveling around the United States, going from campsite to campsite. He'd do odd jobs while he was in town, and they were just really loving life and having a good time with their setup.
Right. I think I want to go back there again.
We'll go back there again.
All right, thank you.
Anything else you want to say?
I think that's all I want to say for now. Am I supposed to say something else? If I am, I'm sorry, folks, because I don't know. Well, have a good day.
Okay, well, that's all from Ted and Janet's Adventures.
That's right. So we hope you enjoy it, and
don't forget to subscribe. And like, too.
And like it. Make sure you like it, okay?
No, make sure you subscribe.
Oh, make sure you subscribe. One of the two.
That way it'll alert you when our next video comes out.
Yeah, we have a few more coming up.
Lots more coming up.
All right.
Okay, from Ted and Janet, bye.
Bye.